Hello everyone, this is a repair and maintenance and repair and rehabilitation of the structure class. So we are going to discuss about the first topic. So we are going to start with the introduction on the inception of civilization. When man decided to settle and abandon a wandering lifestyle, his immediate requirements was suitable shelter. He used to live in the cave and shifted to the man-made huts constructed with the material and available in nature. This very art of construction slowly developed in the science of construction and technology over the centuries. The skill of the man developed further, and he could make so many complex, beautiful monuments and structures in addition to the magnificent residential accommodations. So, when man got civilized and developed, so he decided to settle in the properly built structures, just like we are living in the concrete buildings or steel structures. So when man decided to live in these kind of structures, when he became the civilized, so he started to construct the buildings. These are some of the examples of old forts: Havelis, Taj Mahal, Jal Mahal, Lake Palace, Qutub Minar, Jama Masjid, Golden Temple, planetariums, Vatican City, White House, pyramids, Sanchi Stupas, Stadia, and many other structures. So when he started to develop these kind of structures, after that, uh, there is the need of to repair and maintain all these structures. So when he started to live in these kind of structures, then the need rises to repair and maintain all these structures. So for that need, we are going to discuss about all these topics in this repair and maintenance and repair and rehabilitation of the structures. So historical background. What is the historical background? When man used to live in the huts and repair maintenance was simple and easy to carry out. At the same time, the required material for the purpose were available in abundance in nature. There was no worries about availability of the repair and maintenance material in the nature. During ancient times, the huts were constructed at locations which were least affected by the natural calamities. With advancement, construction activities acquired the gigantic scale and industrial status. Factory like man, material, machine, and money started playing an important role in the construction industry. Only some of the buildings could be managed and maintained in the excellent conditions. The excellent conditions of the such structures indicates the appropriate design, quality of the construction, workmanship, and good maintenance of the practice. Thus, it can be said that the repair and maintenance of building structure was one of the vital aspect right from the beginning. So, repair and maintenance is one of the vital aspect from the beginning. So when human beings was living in the huts and kacha houses at that time, the repair and maintenance was very cheap and the material was very easily available. But when human beings started to live in pakka houses, in the skyscraper buildings, so with the advancement and after in the current times, the repair materials got expensive. The requirement of the materials was too much, and for that, factories of the material machinery and the game of money started. So with this time, this becomes a very vital aspect for the structures. Significance. It is well known fact that every one of us want things to be proven standards, and same pertains of the building and its service too. The objectives of the building construction are mainly concerned with the stability of the buildings, the weather tightness, internal comfort level, the optimum use of buildings, and its long serviceable life. In order to achieve these objectives, it is necessary to carry out the periodic maintenance and at the regular intervals. So, to maintain all these standards like comfort, water tightness, stability of the building, to maintain these stability, water tightness, and internal comfort, we have to carry out periodically the maintenance of the building. All the users and maintenance engineers should be concerned with the performance of material used and the standard workmanship in the construction. If there are unsatisfactory, deterioration begins and defects become apparent and required urgent remedial measures. After the completion, all the building requires regular, planned and timely maintenance to preserve and enhance its serviceability. So after some time, most of the buildings required maintenance. For that, building maintenance engineers are hired, where they decide what kind of maintenance the building require and what kind of material we can use for the maintenance. The importance and need of regular and planned maintenance can be seen from the following examples. If electricity fails due to non-maintenance in the hospital, particularly when operations are being conducted, it becomes matter of life and death. So as you can see, some of the examples, without proper maintenance, if electricity fails in the hospital during the operations, so it becomes a matter of life and death. So similarly, building maintenance are also necessary. In present day, it can get disturbed due to the lack of reliable maintenance of the services. In multi-story buildings, if lifts are out of order, then the entire life of occupants is affected seriously. In precious laboratories, when moisture is detrimental to working of equipments, the leakage, seepage, dampness can create total chaos in results. So next topic is what is maintenance. So हम maintenance किस चीज को कहते हैं? The term maintenance comes from the French verb maintainer, which cannot to hold. It means to hold, keep, sustain, preserve equipments, building of or the structure to the acceptable standards of the serviceability. Building maintenance is therefore the act of maintaining the building in its serviceable conditions. The act of maintaining may require repair or replacement, but primary objective of maintenance is to avoid, as far as practicable, the need for repair or replacement of the structural elements, fittings, services, equipments or finishing which collectively make up the building and its environment. An eminent engineer, Mr. White, gave an adept definition of maintenance. Maintenance is synonymous with controlling the condition of the building, including services, so that the serviceability remains with the specific region of acceptability. So Mr. White gave an proper example or definition of maintenance. Maintenance is when we can carry up with the standards of the building, that it can continue with its serviceability. This is called the maintenance of the building or any kind of maintenance. Objectives of maintenance. The objectives of maintenance are to ensure that building and its services can perform its designed functions for the desired period of time with high degree of reliability. Due regards should be paid to overall economic of maintenance, operation and the safety of the person living and working in it. The main objectives of maintenance are to preserve the building and its services in good serviceable conditions, to restore building and its services in original standards when deterioration occurs due to any reason, to make improvement in the serviceability when required, to sustain the utility value, to prevent and slow down the rate of deterioration of the structure, to enhance serviceability of structure, to avoid crisis maintenance by regular and planned maintenance programs. There are two types of basic method of the maintenance by which the above objectives of the maintenance can be achieved. One is corrective maintenance, and the other one is preventive maintenance. So these are the two different types, basic methods, as clear from the names. The corrective maintenance is when some kind of material got deteriorate, we replace the material or replace that component of the structure. So this is the corrective maintenance. Similarly, preventive maintenance, as clear from the word, is when structure starts to deteriorate, we just prevent it from getting more deteriorate and maintain it or repair it. So repairing of component. So these are the two differences between the corrective maintenance and preventive maintenance. So next is the factors influencing maintenance. So what are the factors which are influencing the maintenance? There are various factors which influence the maintenance, the decision to carry out preventive or corrective maintenance. Therefore, it is necessary to consider these factors for effective maintenance of the building structure. These important factors are cost, age of building, availability of physical resources, urgency of maintenance, future uses, social considerations. So these are the factors which are influencing the maintenance. So first of all is cost. The cost of the maintenance may be the first sight seems to be the simple matter of how much to spend on the material and labor. The cost of the maintenance comprises of direct and indirect cost. There are two types of cost which are considered while maintenance. The maintenance materials vary to greater extent, and its cost also varies dramatically. The direct cost in the maintenance operations ranges generally from 70 to 90% of the total cost before coming to the decision to implement a particular item of the maintenance. Indirect cost factors like restricted access, production stoppage, safety aspect, availability of time, overhead expense, etc. must be considered along with direct cost. So these are the cost which affects upon the maintenance. The next one is the age of the building. All the buildings and the structure consist of the materials and components linked together to form the desired use of accommodation. All such materials components will start aging from the moment these are used in the building construction. All building structures constructed with will have certain life expectancies. Since the material and the components wear out, this wear out will reduce the overall serviceability of the building and also affect its remaining useful life. To obtain the maximum life out of the material components, services, equipments and the building itself, a planned program of inspection and maintenance should be established as soon as the building has to be constructed. So the next one is availability of the physical resources. Physical resources in the context of maintenance of the building can be defined as all the materials, components, services and equipments which are necessary of the maintenance. Therefore, when an item of the maintenance is being placed, the availability of all these physical resources must be considered and ensured. The next one is urgency. The material of urgency may be outlay other factors when the decision is to be taken to carry out a specific maintenance job. An urgent maintenance task may be required for the number of reasons, such as repair of the surfaces, which unless rectified immediately would render them unserviceable, causing an inconvenience. When such a problem arises, like paramount questions which must be posed is how urgent. The urgency is a relative term, and therefore it must be established whether the repair need to be carried out immediately, within hours, or within days. According to the action, maintenance must be undertaken. So these are the four factors which are influencing the maintenance. Next one is a future use. So future use also decide, and also very important factor or the maintenance of the structure. The future use of the building as a whole must be considered while deciding when and how much maintenance to carry out at a given period of time. If the lease is for short period and changed occupancy is expected, then the maintenance of the building is in the question must be accordingly planned. If required, some effort to be made to carry out the maintenance in context of the proposed future use. So the next one is social considerations. Agencies engaged in the maintenance work caused influence of the social environment also. The result of the good endeavor of the maintenance agencies are left behind as an aspect to the honor if no inconvenience is caused to the society and the environment is also maintained clear and safe. The agencies carrying out the maintenance activities can create disturbance such as noise, safety, dust, smell, temperature, interruption of the services, etc. It must be therefore be one of the objective to recognize this social responsibility. So these are the some of the factors we considered before the maintenance. So the next one is the maintenance and gross national product. The gross national product is term in economics to indicate the total market value of the goods and the services produced by the national economy during a specific period of 1 year. The GNP does not take into account or allows to any discrepancy of consumption of the goods and the services used to calculate the. If these are taken into amount, the result is known as the net national production. So this is defined as GNP and net national product. So let's continue. It has been found that during a given period of a fair amount of money spent in terms of maintenance, repair and conversion, rehabilitation and adaptation of building contribution signifies to GNP. Immediate benefits of good maintenance operations are maintaining the value of property, maintaining the building of the structure in condition which will enable to fulfill its intent, function, presentation, a good appearance of the building to the public. So this is the chart where you can see good maintenance of building structure, high mortal to the persons, maintenance of other structures, higher efficiency, proper attitude, higher performance, higher productivity. So this is all related to GNP. Thank you very much. We will meet in the next lecture.